wish I'd heard that before I was on the boat debate last night, because that would have been so happy. I really wanted Leo to be on that debate, but he was just been too busy, so he just couldn't. So for me, that was just amazing. Now I just want to just throw it open if there are any questions out in the audience tonight. Is there anyone that has a question for Leo?
I just want to say thank you for going to the schools.
You're welcome.
Some of the kids are appreciating it.
Yep.
And like you, I don't know what to do when they go off to shopping and just know
Yep.
egg it out.
Yep. Yep.
And that will be a challenge, won't it?
It will be a challenge.
In August, if they just cut it off, bang, it is going to be a challenge.
Yep. Yep.
Has that happened anywhere yet in the world?
We are unique. We are unique. Other countries, in America, for example, various states started a ban as a result of a guy in Iowa who shot himself up, who smoked it. And that had quite a sobering effect in a lot of communities in America. And the bill was finally passed last year into law saying any drug that has a cannabinoid-like effect on the brain, i.e. CB1, then they're illegal. So they have been slowly getting rid of it. The English, again, define the different classes of drug and gave examples, but other ones are appearing now that aren't followed by that class. But try and answer your question. There's been an attempt to get rid of it in other countries, but when they got rid of it, it hadn't set in like it's set in here.
Headmaster or board of trustee or whatever can put it available for schools and children. The next point, destruction is not a step in building. So the idea of using drugs as an inevitable part of growing up needs to be discredited because it is destruction. And definitely, rebuilding people is much more difficult if we can ever do that. You asked a very good question, and I think we need a clearer answer. Why do people do this? Why do kids take this? It's not just because it's available, because if I put heroin in front of you now, I'm sure you will not take it or use it. And this is called reducing demand. So, I discussed this before. We are very much into reducing supply. The police needs to do a great job of reducing supply. The government needs to make the right decisions. The legislation needs to be passed through to reduce supply. And we need not to go through all this idiotic situation where we have to cross the sea to reassure us how safe our house is. This is a waste of time because, as you rightly said, we will just do a little change, and the onus is on them to prove it is. The onus is on us to prove it is not safe.
Oh, thank you.
You are really a lovely man, and keep going with your great work.
Tell that to my wife.
Oh, I know. Well, she doesn't actually remember who you are now, so she's forgotten you're a lovely man. Now, I did forget the apologies at the beginning, and also one to point out that kidney disease was actually a side effect, a potential side effect from legal highs that just hardened her resolve. So I'm going to come and get you, sir, and lead you up.
I'm not ashamed of what I did. I'm trying to save my boys and hopefully a lot of other kids. And also parents. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. I'm not ashamed of the mistakes my boys made. You have to support your kids. No matter what they do, they're still your kids. It's hard. You will go through stages where you're up 4 hours of the night. One was found in the park. Luckily he was found. Otherwise he might not be here today. And I mean, you're up every half hour. You have to support your kids no matter what they do. Yes, I have a kidney disease, and that's what made me tell my story. I've got 80% functionality of my kidneys, and it creates a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. I'm in and out of hospital all the time. Just be there for your kids. Support them. Don't ever give up on your kids because of your life. It's hard.
You're doing a wonderful job, and we're so moved by your bravery.
I am proud to say that since the newspaper story, both my boys have stopped. This is my oldest son, and I'm proud of him. It's been hard. He's struggled. Hopefully someone will give him a chance and give him a job, but he'll come right. And this is proof that what support can do for your kids. So if you need support, please feel free to come and ask. I'll support every one of you if you need it. Thank you.
Now we do your family works here tonight, and so Liz, can you just stand up? And the three of your support workers are here as well. So if you could stand up, that would be just wonderful. Come on, girls. Oh, four of your support workers. That's wonderful. That's just great, and it's lovely to have you here tonight. If any of you would like a little bit of support or would like to talk to someone, at the end of the meeting, just go out the back door to the Barnard Street car park, and you'll see the lights on the right, which is Safer Communities. And so Liz and her lovely team will be there. So if just to talk about anything or just to talk, you're very, very welcome. We just thought it was important that there was that opportunity tonight while it's sort of fresh in everybody's minds. And I know Sue has very generously said to anybody who would just like to talk to someone who really understands that she is available as well. So thank you so much, and what a brave boy you are. And thank you so much for coming tonight, because I'll tell you what, that's just made all the difference, hasn't it? That's right. Is there anyone that has any questions?
I'd like to say something. Sue, thank you.
No.
Oh, thank you.
I noticed what it was doing to myself and to my family. Not just that, but my friends are also doing it. And we started to bicker over just the tiniest things. We started to fight amongst each other. I started to realise what it was actually doing to myself and to my friends. And I decided that, it was just time to stop. It was just going to cause more damage than anything. And yes, stopped.
Good on you. What sort of symptoms did you suffer?
I suffered from rage, paranoia. I couldn't go a second without it. It was the first thing I'd do